evening, my name is Josh Cole, and today I'll be giving an informational speech on the purpose and the construction of a one-arm bridge. One-arm bridge is a mountaineering technique used by sportsmen and soldiers alike to bridge gaps and obstacles, whether that be a gorge, a valley, or a stream, or a river. Today, we'll be bridging a gap from this tree to that telephone pole. There's a simulated obstacle in between, which is just a grass. When you're conducting a one-arm bridge, usually in a team of 8 to 12 people, there's a rope, which is called a blue water rope, that's 80 to 120 foot long. Depending on the length of your gap, your rope will be shorter or longer. You'll always, when you're on the near side of your obstacle, you'll look for a near side anchor point. After that, you'll look across your obstacle and look for a far side anchor point. The purpose of this is you need an anchor point on each side of your obstacle so you can span the gap with just one piece of rope. First thing that'll happen once you've located your far side anchor point, you'll then secure one personnel or team member to cross the obstacle. As they're crossing the obstacle, they remain holding on to the rope, so if anything goes wrong, they can be pulled back. Once they reach the far side anchor point, they will announce that they are at the far side anchor point. Once this has happened, all the rest of the team members on the near side will then tie what is called a wireman's knot. Wireman's knot is part of a bigger system that creates the one-arm bridge called the transport tightening system. Just a big fancy word to pretty much say that it makes the rope tighter. So to tie a wireman's knot, you lay the rope over in your hand, go over once, go over again. Grab the middle rope, go to the left, and grab the left rope, go to the right, and pull the right rope up through the middle. To make this knot easier to break, we'll then put carabiners in each of the loops. Once all your carabiners are in the loops, we'll then tighten this knot up, and then the rope will be brought around the tree. If you get the rope around your tree or pole, or just your near side anchor point, you'll bring it around and then clip it into your wireman's knot. This would be the middle D-ring, it's the biggest loop. Once you have established this, then it is time to secure your far side anchor point. The far side anchor man will pull the rope out to a suitable length so when it tightens it, there's enough room left on the near side of the obstacle to where all your team members can get onto the rope and across the obstacle. To tie the far side knot, you're going to tie what's called a round turn and 2 half hitches. You can go around the tree once, then go around the tree again. That is your round turn. Half hitch, all that means is it's a simple knot. Just make a hole, come back through that hole, bring the rope back on itself. That's 1 half hitch. And come back over again, bring the rope back through that hole, just a simple knot, and that's your other half hitch. Then back that against your far side anchor point, and once you've done this, then the rope is ready to be tightened. Tighten the rope, you see what we made here is essentially a pulley. And once we get this rope tight, we're going to do the exact same thing over here that we did over there, which will make a round turn and 2 half hitches to secure this line. Pull the rope tight, and then once the rope is tight, you'll conduct your round turn. So go around far side and the near side anchor point once, and then come back around it. Then you'll secure this rope with 2 half hitches right here on these 2 lines. So 1 half hitch, and then another half hitch. Pressing that against the tree. Once all this is complete, then team members will get on the rope so they can cross the obstacle. This is a stream or a river. This would make it possible for entire group of people to cross and only 2 people get wet, keeping equipment dry and your team members safe. And that's it for the construction purposes of ORB Bridge. Thank you.